So, hello everybody, my name is Saurabh Kakani. Welcome to the first ever PeaTos Snack on Laughter Comedy Showcase and Happy Hour. We have a great show lined up for you. First, just a couple of quick things before we get things kicked off. I want to thank Dash Radio, our co-sponsor, and you can also catch their Laugh Factory feed on the Dash Radio channel. Here's what you're about to see, guys. We've got a lineup of some incredible comedic talent that are here to make you laugh during this very strange time that we're living through. And what we want to do for you is also offer you the opportunity to give back to some people who are in need. Today, throughout the month of April, a portion of all proceeds of any purchases that are made to the Feed America charity that is helping everyone during the COVID-19 relief effort. So please go to PeaTos.com. Buy some tasty snacks, laugh with us during this happy hour, and also feel good that you did something great for some people who are in need. I am incredibly excited to introduce all of you guys to our fantastic, funny, warm, beautiful friend of mine and host of the show today, Miss Amy Miller. You have seen her on Last Comic Standing. You have seen her on Comedy Central. She also has the incredible, funny, and thought-provoking podcast, Who's Your God? Give it up, everybody, for Amy Miller. Amy.
Hello!
Yes.
Yay! Oh,
Snack it up.
Nothing. I was just having some delicious snacks. Oh, it's so good. Welcome to our show. Thank you for all the comics who are here, some of whom I can hear doing other stuff right now. Okay, so excited to be here. Delighted, truly, to have a bra and makeup on. What a gift. I miss it. No, I don't. Have you ever just done something fully insane every day for like 25 years and then not done it for 2 weeks? And you're like, why did we ever do this? I did it for you guys. Downstairs, who knows? Are the pants? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You can't see. I love the new tradition of sit-down comedy. We're all Mark Maron now, you know? I have jokes.
Lock the gates.
Okay. Here's a quarantine tip for me. Okay. It's very hard to regulate our schedules, right? If you're wondering if you can sleep, eat, or have a cocktail, take out your phone, okay? Go to your news app, open it up. Is there still a pandemic? Then the answer is yes. You can have a cocktail or a nap literally anytime that you want. And you don't have to wear pants or underwear ever. I love babies. So if you're putting pictures of your babies online during this difficult time, thank you so much. I love to look at them, but I do have a couple of notes, okay? Do you guys feel like some people are putting their newborns on Instagram before they're all the way cooked? All right. Have you seen these crusty babies going online? It's like one eye open. They're all wearing that same puzzer beanie. You're like, get a new hat, bro. We've seen this one before, you know? Want to thank you guys so much for joining the Facebook Live. If you're here, we're going to be goofing around. Pretty much all the comics are great friends of mine. I'm so excited they're doing this. Everyone's coming from a different space, okay? We got fun backgrounds. We got, you know, your next comic who's like in some sort of cat play tower / closet dungeon, but dressed very nicely. Again, we don't know what's going on downstairs. He might not have pants on, but from what we can see, he looks great. He's super funny. I'm gonna introduce him now. Put your hands together, clap in the Facebook comments for Joe Dungan, everybody.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. That was my wacky walk on the stage. I thank you for that introduction. I love how I'm told we don't know what's going on downstairs, which is a refreshing twist from what people usually say about me, which is that they don't know what's going on upstairs. This is the first time I've actually used my walk-in closet for anything besides storage. So yeah, it needs a little work. Sorry. And also, by the way, do I look naked? Anyone? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just for you folks, because I happen to be in the closet where I have my tie collection. After every joke, I'm going to try a different tie. There you go. How's that? Better?
Yeah, that's a good
Thank
one.
you. My name is Joe Dungan, and to all of the millennials watching, no, I was never your middle school vice principal. Our college mascot was not cool. Yeah, because other colleges, they have cool mascots like the wolf or the bear or whatever. Ours was the Matadors. That's what our football team was called, the Matadors. Really not the best name for teams that couldn't play defense. Oh, I'm sorry. I had this on backwards. Sorry. I graduated in 4.5 years. It would have been 4 years, but I couldn't find parking. This stuff killed in my other closet. Oh my God. Look at this. I'm not making this up. Look what just arrived.
Nice.
Isn't that, I hope I'm not showing the baby too soon. I love this tagline too. Junk food taste made from peas. That's almost identical to my pickup line. Look at this. I got all the food groups right here. This is fantastic. I don't know how everyone else is coping in Los Angeles, but the mayor here closed down the hiking trails a couple weeks ago. And now where am I supposed to go to talk loudly in my phone that becoming a vegan was the best choice I ever made? I live in a charming little place called the San Fernando Valley, just me and 1.8 million of my closest friends. This is the home to Burbank Airport. I don't know if you know Burbank Airport. It's just a 7-Eleven with airplanes. That's all it is. This is one of those airports that has a store in the airport that sells luggage. Who is this for? I've forgotten to pack many things when I've traveled. I've forgotten to pack a dress belt in my suitcase. I've forgotten to pack dental floss in my suitcase. I've never forgotten the suitcase. Who are these people who are wandering to the airport with armloads of clothing like, oh God, I just know I'm forgetting something. I'm here 10 more seconds. Tell your friends. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Joe. Yay! Okay, I'm going to bring up your next comic, who you might know from an excellent set on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Very good friend of mine. Put your hands together for Caitlin Werthauser.
Hiya. Does this look okay? I feel like I look like sallow, like very yellow, but I'm trying to get the lighting to be
You look
kind.
great.
Are you
Thank
on
you.
the sun?
Yes. I have recently moved.
Well, the rent's better
Yeah,
there.
yeah. What's a 1 bedroom on the sun cost?
Less
there parking?
than Highland Park. So I just want to give you like right at the top, like I just want to give everyone like kind of like the ASL, you know what I mean? Like age, sex, location of where I'm at corona wise. And it is by myself. By myself. By myself. I've quarantined by myself. I live alone and I've never hated it more. I miss hugs. I miss hugs a lot. I miss hugging. I miss people. I've started luring the crows. Yeah, today I've been so far successful in making two crow friends. So I will be checking in daily with updates, regardless of if you want them. But I will take footage. Stressed out a little bit. It's weird to go through this by my absolute lonesome. You know what I mean? Like, I was weird before, and this has really exacerbated it. Like before the end times, I was living here by my lonesome, and I was doing stuff like apartment science because there's no one there to stop me. So I was just doing stuff like putting Sprite in the Brita filter. Comes out different. It's sharp. It's clean. I like it sparkly. But now I've just taken to just putting the vodka through it. That is like triple distilled. It actually makes a better cocktail. I heard that if coronavirus is in your food, that you can that you won't get it because your stomach acid like eats it up, like just it eats it. It eats it right up. So that's a note of comfort for anyone who needed it. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, so that's a good note. I can eat as much as I want without any consequences. That's fine. I've been by myself too much that I've updated my gender pronouns again. Oh, I'm so sorry. But here we are. You did this to me. I am now operating on a proximity-based system. If you're close to me, you know what you can call me, and it's not Christian words. If you are at a at a farther circle out, you can say they, them, and she, her, and he, him. And if I don't know you, do not talk about me. Bye. I'm most scared for friends in Portland because while I lived there, I got tricked into doing a bunch of like self-care that I didn't enjoy. Like I got tricked into using a neti pot while I lived in Portland. That's a funny prank, Willow. That is a funny prank. That is a good. It got me. And I'm scared that that's how they're going to try to treat coronavirus. You know what I mean? Is that I don't think it's going to work. Like, but a neti pot, if you don't know, is just the tiniest little teapot that you ever did see. And then what you do is you fill it full of saline and witchcraft. I'm pretty sure you just fill it way up, and then what you're supposed to do is lean over into the sink and pour it willingly into the wrong orifice. You're supposed to put it right into your nose, where that's not right. We've spent our whole lives trying to keep stuff out of there, and now you're just supposed to let go and let God and let a liquid go all the way. It's not okay. What you're supposed to do, the trick to it though, is that you bend all the way over and then try to forget that Benadryl is a drug that you can buy at any store. That's the trick. Try to push that out of your head and then willingly pour liquid in. And then the liquid, okay. It's supposed to just like Lord of the Rings its way through your face. Just in a way that nothing's ever done anything like that ever before in your life. And I poured it in because I'm a good Christian and a true believer and susceptible to peer pressure. So I poured it in, and then I lost the faith immediately because I'm pretty sure there's a barrier in between there. Am I crazy? No, there's something right in between that keeps you from picking your nose the whole way through, right? Poured it in and sat up, and my advice is don't do that. Don't do that. You can drown to death. So what a way to go in a pandemic. What a terrible way to go. That's a fun story of how I waterboarded myself. So glad we got to share that. Thank you. That's enough for me. Happy to be here. Goodbye forever.
Caitlin, did you give the neighborhood birds any names yet?
No, because we don't know each other like that, Amy.
Oh, you don't know their pronouns yet?
Yeah, we're gonna find out together.
You know what's hard is remembering to use the pronoun they.
See,
you might as well
time to practice.
You might as well teach me calculus from the beginning. I can't do they because I'm like,
yeah, you can.
They is hard.
Becky, you changed your last name to Fabulous, and we've pretty much adjusted. Caitlin,
you didn't know me with the other name. I'm meeting people for the first time, and they're like, I'm they. I'm like, no, you're one person. I'm so confused.
Oh,
we let people call themselves Ace, and we don't murder them. Like,
what?
We can learn they.
I'm never gonna stop trying. I'm just saying it's been hard for me to get adjusted.
Guy comes on a motorcycle and he's like, my name's Dale, but everyone calls me Ace. And then
no
one
says that.
No, for sure we don't. I'm not going to do that.
Like Adam Carolla, he calls himself the Ace Man.
For example, let that happen.
I think that's a little different than what I'm talking about.
Jackie, let's talk about it later. Okay, Caitlin Warehouser, everybody, claps in the chat.
Woo! Shout out
I have a few comedians left, and just want to remind you, as
you have a few PeaTos left.
Coronavirus doesn't live on food. Snack it up, everybody. Delicious. Okay, your next comic, we have a podcast together called Who's Your God? He also runs a fantastic show, or used to when we had bars. Chatterbox every Sunday in Covina. Applaud for Steve Hernandez.
Great to be here, everyone. Just want to give a shout out to my nephews. They're watching right now. The first time they've ever seen me do comedy because it's clean. Shout out to Grayson and Noah. My sister's been texting me. PeaTos, I'll have you know that the 8-year-old said, Mom, we need PeaTos. So it's working. Okay. It's working. I'm so happy to be here. And I don't mind this virus so much either because I am a fat man. So I've been housing saltine crackers, taking them to the dome, going through so many bags of chips. When I talk about being fat around my mom will just say, no, you're not fat. But then she won't back it up with any facts or anything. She just doesn't like the idea of me being fat. And I really am happy. This is the first time in my life that it's okay to yell at my mom for going to church. So how about that, Mom, huh? God lives in your heart. You don't need to be in church. I don't mind being fat. I will say this, though. If you are fat and you look like me, you have to dress like you love hip hop. And I just like it, okay? It's a fine music. It's fun, gets the party started. I was just thinking about this the other day. In middle school, though, it really started to bother me. I fell in love. I used to go to church, and I fell in love in the youth group with a woman named, she was a girl then, not a woman, named Amy Sanchez. And I used to just get so sad because I thought that there's no way, I didn't know how to get skinny. And you're a kid too, so you just eat whatever they put in front of you. And I was so sad about it until I went to the library and rented a movie called Hunk. And it's about a nerd who sells his soul to the devil in order to be a hunk, folk. And I saw this when I was like 12 or 13. And I remember, I believed in God and I believed in the devil very much so. But I was so torn and so in love in middle school that I was like, I think I'm going to sell my soul to the devil to be skinny. And last minute, I'll try to give my life back to Christ. And so I remember it like it was yesterday. And I was scared, okay? This is someone who really believed in the devil. And I remember it was a Monday night. I remember we were in bed about 9:30. We had a bunk bed. I was on the top bunk. My brother Danny was on the lower bunk. And I'll never forget. I was like, all right, this is the night. And I whispered, I said, devil, you can have my soul. And nothing happened. So I was like, I'm going to have to say it loud so the devil can actually hear me. And finally I said it. I said, devil, take my soul. Next thing I know, my brother Danny, I just heard him say, Steve, like that. I was like, oh, go back to sleep, bud. Go back to sleep. All that to say, the devil does not like fat kids either. So out there, don't try to sell the soul. He will have none of it. I do miss one thing. I can't wait to get out of this because I seriously cannot wait to have Taco Bell again. But until then, I'm going to go to town with me and my girlfriend and my friends with these delicious PeaTos snacks. PeaTos, thank you so much for sponsoring us. Had a great time. I've asked Steve Hernandez. Put it for Amy Miller.
Thank you, Steve. One more time for Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Okay, your next comic is So Funny. A good friend of mine that I met in Portland, Oregon, also had an excellent set on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Oh, everyone's doing it. Put your hands together for Alex Falcone.
Hey, everybody. This is really fun. The best part for the people at home that aren't appreciating this is that there's like 4 corporate people who are on this call with no pictures and they're muted. There's just like corporate judgment coming at me from the PeaTos brand. I don't know how they feel. I don't know if they're having a good time or not. I don't know if Jessica is mad at me. That's where I'm at.
Having a great time, Alex.
Thanks, Nick. Man, look at that. That was a CEO interaction I just had. I feel I don't hang out with a lot of CEOs. This is really fun. Has anybody brought up the virus yet? I wasn't paying attention. I'm doing fine. I don't know, like a lot of comics have it's been really unfortunate. A lot of people have lost a lot of work. And last year I decided to do my part, flatten the curve early by not booking much work this year. even when they first said they were like, no gatherings greater than 10 people, I was like, that seems fine for shows. We can still do shows. And the other thing is I'm actually having a really good time because my parents were supposed to visit me. I just moved to LA and they were supposed to come visit me and check out my new apartment this week. And then they had to cancel, so I didn't have to clean the bathroom. So this has been like a really fun pandemic as far as they go for me so far. Like, I wish I could help more. I wish that's one thing is I feel bad that I'm not, I don't know, like all of us chose to do the least helpful art form, you know, for a time like this. There's not much we can do. The only thing I feel like I could help with is I have played the board game Pandemic a lot. So if anybody needs any advice in one of those press conferences or something, I'd be happy to step up there. The key is you find the doctor who can teleport. That's where you have to start. It's been really fun to hang out with my wife. We are talking about, because it would be nice to hang out a little bit, have a little bit more company. So we've been talking about maybe trying to like foster a dog, unless my landlord is listening, in which case we are not thinking about that. Well, we were talking about like, you know, like because they're not being adopted as much right now, there's like shelters that will sometimes need help fostering a pet. And I like I watched Tiger King like everybody else did, and it was so fun because they were like, oh, you're like wrestling with this cute tiger and it plays fetch and it wrestles with you, and it started out small and it was so cute. And then I realized that I don't actually want a tiger, I just want a dog. Like, they do all those things. Were you guys shocked when they said a tiger's only $2,000? Like, did that seem shockingly affordable?
Yes.
Even on my salary, I was like, $2,000? That's like a French bulldog is going to cost more than that. Like, that's not a terrible price. For a while, I was considering, like, my dream growing up, my dream was as a kid, was I always wanted to have a bat that I could kiss on the mouth. But now that's all weird, so I'm not going to do that anymore. I like the attitude. The thing is, I like the attitude of cats. I like cats because, like, some people say that dogs are an excellent judge of character, and they're not. Dogs like everybody, and I haven't met everybody, but that still seems wildly optimistic. But here's the thing I like about dogs, is dogs do tricks. I love dog tricks. I love when a dog can do little tricks. Cats don't do tricks, and that's the most fun. But I like just those straight down, like, vanilla dog tricks. Sometimes people get too weird. I had a friend who taught his dog like a month or two ago. It was over at his house. He's like, hey, check it out, I got a new trick. And I was like, cool, show me. I love all the dog tricks. And so he goes to his dog and he does finger guns at the dog, and he's like, stick him up, and then the dog puts his tiny, perfect, innocent paws in the air. And then he says bang, and the dog falls over and pretends to be dead. So what part of that is cute? Like, I don't see the cute, like, I like your dog. I didn't want to watch him beg for his life. Here's what I like. I like where the dog is the hero of a very short play. That's what's fun, right? Like, if you do Shake, you're like, you're a tiny business dog. Scene. You're a psychopath. If you teach your dog that trick, that's a psychopath trick. Next, you're gonna be like, here's a fun trick. Check this out. Here's a fun trick where I tell my dog he's been evicted, and he takes all his toys, puts them outside on the lawn. That's probably close, right? I mean, I forgot to start my timer. Also, you promised you were gonna chat with me, and then you didn't.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here.
I'm laughing.
Okay, you have been. Yeah, this is fun because you guys have to laugh because no one else can. I feel like if this was a show, all of you would have left the room as soon as I started. Yeah, that's all my time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been so fun.
Yay, Alex, well done, everybody. Okay, we have one comic left. I'm just going to quickly go check back in Joe's bunker.
Yes. So glad you said that.
He has now decorated the wall with PeaTos. You got everything you need in there.
I have my coffee. I have my water. I have my tie collection. See?
Now that's a plug, Joe.
You guys have no idea. Next time I'm doing an hour.
It looks great. And I'm going to bring up your headlining comic. You might know her from America's Got Talent, where she was an absolute star. She is so funny, and I love her so much. Put your hands together for Jackie Fabulous!
Woo! So nobody's gonna react to the mask. We're also used to this now. It's just nobody's gonna be like, "Why are you wearing that?" Is this where we are as a society now? No one's like, "Take off the mask."
I thought it was a Snapchat filter for a second.
No, it's my mask. All right, this didn't work.
I love that you have a mask and a microphone. That's good. Very good.
You guys are you're desensitized to the world now that I had on a full Batman mask and nobody.
It was big.
That's what he said. Sorry, wrong show.
It's full coverage.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm happy to be doing a set, otherwise known as a break from masturbating first.
Jackie.
I'm sorry. Nah, this microphone is annoying. It's not plugged into nothing. Can't even fake it.
That was fake. Oh, I love that.
I mean, I have them, but this pandemic has been, you know what I've learned? If I were just to forget about my notes, because I wrote my set while you all were performing because I'm not prepared. Duh. You know what's funny? I live with my mom. You know, we live in our house together. And I realized that throughout all this, she's the biggest liar. Because everyone's calling and stopping by, making sure she's okay. She's like, oh, yeah, I don't go anywhere. And I wash my hands. And I'm like, at the stairs, like, you've barely been home. You go to the store 3 times a day. When you get back, I don't see you wash a god darn thing. But when people call, she's like, oh, my hands are so dry because I've been washing and washing. And I'm like, bitch, you haven't washed anything. But anyway, I did what you usually do when the world is shut down from a natural or a bat disaster, is I got in a new relationship. I have a new boyfriend, and I might be pregnant. You know, you should double down. Double down. You know what's funny about, I'm usually a patient person, but living with your family, it's a different kind of patience, especially when you can't go anywhere. Because I've graduated from Chardonnay to cocaine. Like, living with your mother will definitely make you contemplate giving her Corona on purpose. Like, can you? I'm sure you probably can't. What's funny is that I've been catching up on TV because, you know, I was working and productive and happy before. And now that I'm not, I've been watching a lot of the series that I haven't really cared about. And Handmaid's Tale is coming back soon. And I don't have the emotional fortitude to watch these girls be enslaved one more season. If they don't release them after this season, I don't think real slavery lasted this long. Please release these chicks. For God's sake, I don't have the strength to watch this anymore. I miss traveling. Before this happened, I just complained to my manager. I'm like, I work too much and I want some rest. He's like, here you go. My prayers always get answered. You know what I've thought about? I thought about creating a show, you know, if and when Hollywood ever comes back. I would love to do a show where comedians were to get regular jobs. Like, if we had to, where would you work? Like, my mother told me the other day during breakfast that Amazon is hiring. I'm like, hiring for what? Why are you telling me this? I would rather be set on fire. Regular job. And if I did get a regular job, there's no job I could get now that I would last beyond the probationary period. Like, I'm unemployable at this point. I'm unemployable, and because I'm honest now. Like, I'm so honest now that I actually kind of respect the president. Like, Pumpkin Face is the lionest you've ever heard. But he doesn't care. Like, if I went on a job interview now, I'd be like, look, I know you guys start work at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I'm going to be here at about noon, 12:45. I'm going to steal every pen in the building and yellow pads, chairs, and furniture. I'm going to call in sick most Fridays because I'm Black. I don't want to be here every day. We don't want to come to work every day. And I'm single. I'm trying to find a husband. So every man that works here, I'm probably going to give him some. You know what I'm saying? Nobody will hire me now. You know what's funny though? I've been ordering groceries online because I want to say that I'm scared of Corona, but let's just be real. It's just lazy. No. Oh, you know, okay, my last one.
Okay.
You know what's funny now about drinking and whatever else you want to do to get through all this?
You know what?
You could become an alcoholic and or a drug addict right now, and you will not have to worry about an intervention. No one's gonna gather anybody's house to surprise you with we're concerned. Now they're like, girl, deuces, good luck.
Thank you so much to Jackie Fabulous, Steve Hernandez, Caitlin Moorhauser, Alex Favcone, and Joe Dungan, everybody.
PeaTos.com.
Get
PeaTos.com.
Get some PeaTos. We need snacks right now. They're so crunchy and so good. And for all of April, you'll be helping out Feeding America. So thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much.
Amy, thank you for being an incredible host. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you. All right.